When manipulators feel panic, restraint disappears. This is the turning point. Confidence once let them pace themselves. Panic makes them rush. They stop choosing moves carefully and start throwing everything they have at the situation. Pressure becomes excessive. Tactics stack on top of each other. Subtlety vanishes. They contradict themselves without noticing. They switch tones mid-conversation. They escalate emotionally, then pretend they're being logical. This is overplaying the hand, not because they're bold, because they're afraid. They believe intensity will restore authority, that more force will create compliance, that urgency will re-establish hierarchy. But power doesn't return when it's chased. It fractures. Every tactic they deploy now exposes motive instead of influence. Concern turns into interrogation. Authority turns into control. Charm turns into pressure. And the speed gives them away. They no longer wait for information. They act without it. They stop reading the board and start reacting to imagined threats. This is where humiliation quietly forms. Because the more they escalate, the clearer it becomes that nothing is working. Their confidence collapses into noise. You don't need to respond. You don't need to explain. You don't need to confront. You simply let them continue. Overplaying doesn't regain control. It reveals desperation. And desperation strips manipulators of the one thing they rely on most: credibility. This is the phase where many people panic and intervene. They try to calm things down. They try to restore balance. That's how the game gets reset. You don't reset it. You watch it complete itself. Because once a manipulator overplays their hand, they can't put the cards back. And if this way of thinking resonates, if you recognize these patterns instantly and understand why patience always wins, consider subscribing to the Silent Regime channel. This is where we break down manipulation, power shifts, and psychological endgames without theatrics, where silence is strategy, and where control is dismantled without a fight. In the next chapter, we'll break down what happens when they cycle every tactic they know, and why nothing works once panic takes the wheel.